Make sure the sound's okay? Oh, you did, okay.
In 3, 2, 1.
Welcome to Inside Moves. Today we're going to talk about a single leg takedown. I've got Tom Cook, conference champion last year for Lehigh, and Ed Andres, varsity wrestler for Lehigh last year. And we're going to talk about a single leg takedown. Single leg takedown is the #1 takedown in wrestling. Here's Tom hitting a nice single on Ed. We're going to come back on that right now and break it down into all the key coaching points of a single leg takedown. First of all, the stance. Go ahead and hit your stance. Got inside tie. Notice the hand position. Tom has inside control on both hands. His weight is centered on the balls of his feet. His whole foot is flat on the mat. Notice that. His hips are in. His back is straight. Elbows are bent. Elbows are on the inside. So that's his original starting stance. And that's the position that's going to give him what we call good inside control and the ability to get to the leg. The next thing Tom's going to do is get motion. He's going to pull Ed towards him. As the leg comes forward, right here, he's going to anticipate that, change the level, swoop in, lock in the leg on a single, and from this point, he's going to drive into him to pick him off the leg, step behind the far leg, and down goes Ed for the takedown. One more time, switch positions so we can see the hand position on the other side. Again, the position, stance first of all, inside control. Motion, gets him to step for him, shoots the single, locks it in, outside over inside hand. You just switched hands on that, and you switched legs too. I want you to hit this leg so that they can see it. You have to make a cut there, I'm sure. Okay? Because he hit the wrong leg with the wrong hand.
All right, next wrestler, we're not going
Okay.
to be able to do a pickup there, I don't think.
All right. You want to start all over again?
Yeah.
All right.
That's okay.
Got to keep it on the same leg and outside over inside. The reason we switched you around is so they'll see that. Okay?
That was perfect. It should be done. What do you just say that we know you're done? That's it.
Oh yeah.
How about that's it for today's Inside? We're rolling. Okay. In 3, 2, 1.
Welcome to Inside Moves. Today we're going to talk about a single leg takedown. The single leg is the #1 move in wrestling. Got one being demonstrated right here by Tom Cook, conference champion last year for Lehigh, and Ed Andres, varsity wrestler here last year. Let's go over that move one more time and break it up into the key coaching points. You just saw it live. Let's see what it looks like. Right here he starts with a good stance. His hips are low, weight on the inside of his feet. Both hands are inside. He's got what we call inside control. Elbows are in, back is straight, and the hips are in, which is most important. That's where he's going to get his power. So we got the stance and the position. The second thing that comes into play here is the motion. Tom's going to pull Ed, get him to step forward, anticipating the step, changes his level, sweeps in on the single, and locks it outside over inside, and drives him off the leg, steps behind, controls it for a takedown, and all the way to the mat. Notice he lets Ed hit the mat first. That's really important on a single. Okay? Flip it around. Let's go over these key coaching points one more time. Inside control, good stance to start with, good head position, by the way. Right here he's got the position he needs to get inside on a single. This is what I would call a double bicep tie or possibly even a tricep tie on the inside control. Right here he creates some motion by pulling on the arm, anticipates the leg stepping forward, and you see Ed step forward with the left leg. So Tom's going to sweep in and grab a single right here. Now let me point something out for you real quick. Right here the lock is really important. It's outside hand over inside hand, and the reason for that is if he locks the other way, Ed can reach down and pull that hand off, and now he's losing the single leg because he can't hold it with one arm. Okay, come on back. So he locks it outside over inside, and that gives him the power that he needs. From here, rather than just pick the guy up, he pushes into him to drive him off the leg, and it makes it easier to pick it up. From there, it's real easy with his good lock and his head position to step behind the heel and knock him down. Boom. And there he is. All right? One other alternate finish to this, and we'll show this right now, is the same shot, steps in, locks it, drives him up. This time when he steps behind, Ed's going to jump over that leg. So right here, Tom sets it on the table. This is what I call the table. He bends at the knee, and his leg is locked right on the table right there. With that, Tom will reach down, grab the heel, pull it high to his armpit, and right there, trip and knock him down. #1 move in wrestling. Single leg takedown demonstrated by Tom Cook. Good wrestling, you can do it. It's a good move, and that's it for Inside Report. Stay in that place for a little bit. We're not going to do a dry run double this time. we're going to show a double leg takedown, and here's their stance. And then you're going to do it. Okay.
Stand by in 3, 2, 1.
Welcome to Inside Moves. Today we're going to talk about a double leg takedown. Double leg takedown, one of the highest percentage moves in wrestling. Tom Cook, conference champion here last year. Ed Andres, varsity wrestler here last year. Ed's going to show the double leg takedown. First of all, let's check their stance. Always important, you have to start with a good foundation. The good foundation here is the stance. Notice the stance. His hips are low, back is straight, head is up, elbows in, hands are there ready to protect himself. And actually, Ed's got left leg back slightly because he's going to be penetrating deep with his right leg. Okay? So that's his stance. Tom, same thing. Good stance. They're ready to wrestle now. The double we're going to show, by the way, is one that I call elbow post double. And we're going to have Ed show the primary move first. Tom reaches, Ed posts the elbows, drives penetration leg deep, catches behind the legs, and knocks him right over backwards. Okay? Let's see it one more time, almost live this time, where you hit it pretty fast. Good stance to start with. Tom reaches, posts the elbows, drive, and knock him right over backwards. And that is the primary move on a double. Let's go over it one more time, just to show the key points on that elbow post. Tom reaches, the elbow post, Ed's catching him with both thumbs inside, like that, and just posting the elbows. He isn't lifting the arms at all. What he's doing instead is he's changing his level and penetrating deep with the inside leg. See how deep that leg's penetrating? And from there, the hands are cupping right behind the calves, and his shoulder drives on the hips, just like a tackle in football, and takes him right back to the mat and on his back if you can do it. Okay? That's the primary move. The secondary move, Tom's a wrestler. He's going to react. And what's he going to do? Most wrestlers are taught to sprawl. So this time, when Ed shoots, Tom sprawls. Now he's putting weight with his hips, so Ed's going to chop the outside leg and go away from the head. Right there's a takedown. But what we like to do right here is throw an inside Turk. So Ed's going to throw an inside Turk and try to keep Tom on his back. One more time. Let's see that one more time. And do this a little bit more like it's live rather than have the hesitation. Again, the elbow post, Tom sprawls. Go ahead, elbow post, Tom sprawls. Knock him to his side. Inside Turk, taking him right to his back. And that's it for Inside Moves. Good job.
We're rolling. In 3, 2, 1.
Welcome to Inside Moves. Today we're going to be talking about defensive wrestling, and I really prefer to call it counteraction or counter offense. In this instance, Tom Cook is going to do what I call a post and spin when Ed shoots his double. This is Tom Cook, conference champion here last year. Ed Andres, varsity wrestler here last year. Ed's going to shoot a double. Go ahead and shoot. Tom's going to stop him, butt drag, and spin behind. There it is. Let's turn it around now and see what we're doing from the far side. First of all, Ed's getting ready to shoot. Tom's arms are in good position. He anticipates the shot. The shot comes. Tom stops him. Right here he does what we call a front headlock. Okay? And he doesn't hold the front headlock. All he's doing is posting him. This is the post part of the post and spin. Locks him, holds him in position here. From there, keeping pressure down on his shoulder, Tom's going to reach around and grab the butt, catch a good piece, and work his way behind him for a takedown. There's a takedown right there. Okay? Now, one of the other things he can do for butt drag, or instead of just butt dragging, he can do what I call a knee drag. Ed shoots the double. Ed shoots the double. Tom posts, and right here uses his knee to block that arm. Again, still butt drags and comes around behind. Okay? That's really important if you're doing this, that you keep the pressure down on his shoulder. Show you what happens if he doesn't. Ed shoots. Tom goes to spin behind him but forgets to keep the pressure on him, and Ed comes up and faces him. The reason Ed's able to come up and face him is because there's no pressure on him. You got to keep the pressure down. One more time. We'll do this the right way this time. Ed shoots. Tom posts him. Right there, reaches in, grabs a good butt, spins behind him. That's 2 points. And that's it for Inside Moves.
We're rolling. 3, 2, 1.
Welcome to Inside Moves. Today we're going to be talking about a stand-up. The number one move for getting away. There's switches, there's rolls, and there's stand-ups, and stand-ups will get you away from more people than anything. We've got Tom Cook doing a stand-up on Ed Andres. Here it is, an inside leg stand-up, up, cutting it off, and away, and ready to shoot back in. Let's go over the key coaching points on that. First of all, the starting position of the bottom man. Knees are parallel, arms are 1 foot away from his knees. Ed's position, hand on the belly, the other hand on the elbow, head down the midline of the back. This is an inside leg stand-up, and that would be the leg that's closest to Ed. So do this slow. He stands up with the inside leg. Now he's clearing this, and as he stands up, he catches the arm that was on his waist and puts it, what I call putting it right on your hip pocket. So he's got it held right behind his leg, or right behind his hip right here. Ed has switched to a tight waist on the other side now. Okay? To clear this, Tom is going to what I call unravel that tight waist. And that means he's going to have his right foot forward, just a little bit. There you go. And now he's going to pivot and unravel that by cutting it off and ready to attack back in. If he tried turning the other way, come on back. If he tries turning the other direction, it isn't going to work because now there's power in that tight waist hand. But there's no power in the tight waist hand if you unravel it and turn into it. Okay? That's important. One more time doing the inside stand-up, and we'll go over a couple things on the finish of it. The starting position, ready to wrestle, coming up, catching the hand, cutting it off, and when he cuts this off, he's got to be ready to attack. He needs to be in attack mode right here, and a lot of times he'll be able to shoot right back in and take him down. Okay? Boom, there's the takedown. If he isn't paying attention, if he stands up and backs away, Ed can do what I call a redrop, and he shoots on him again. And here's an example of that. Inside stand-up, Tom cuts it off, but he isn't paying attention, so Ed just shoots in and takes him back down again. You don't want that to happen. So to stop that, what Tom has to do on this stand-up, he goes to all this work to make this stand-up. What he's got to do is protect himself when he clears it. Stands up, cuts it off, and right there ready to attack back inside. Stand-up, it's a great move. You can do it inside stand-up, you can do it outside stand-up. Either one works well, but it's a great move, and that's it for inside moves.
Great. 3, 2, 1.
Welcome to Inside Moves. Today we're talking about bars and halves, ways of pinning people. Tom Cook is on the bottom. He's going to experience what a good bar and a good half will be from Ed Andres. First of all, got the starting position. This is the referee's starting position, and Ed's going to break him down, and he does this by chopping it and knocking him forward. Right here, he's going to slide in a deep arm bar. Here comes the bar, locks it in deep. Now, a key point on this, and you have time to work this, by the way, you don't want him sliding out. So Tom, when Ed locks this in, I'm going to get over to this side to point this out. He's got this locked in. I call this making a bicep. He has palm to him right here, and he's making a bicep to lock that arm real tight. And that keeps the bottom guy from limping out, because you don't want the guy to limp out on you there, okay? The next thing, and the next important part of this, a lot of kids will do this. They reach under the armpit and reach out and grab the wrist. I don't really like that very well. Do that one more time. I don't really like that well because when he drives him over, he gets that wrist caught under, and now this arm's locked in. Now Ed's locked in. He can't even take that arm out if he wants to. So I'd rather you don't do that. What I'd like you to do, even if this arm is quite a ways out there, just reach out and grab over the whole wrist and drive your opponent over the top of that arm. Once he's over the arm, it's not going to move anyway. So there he is. He's locked in. So he's got the good bar here. He can't use the right arm anymore. And from this, Ed's just going to walk around the front, keeping the pressure going forward, and taking him right to his back and settling down for the fall. It's really important when you settle down for the fall that you don't let the guy spin either direction. And Ed does a real good job of covering that. Okay? Come on back one more time real quick and back up just a little bit. We'll show that one more time. First of all, the breakdown. He chops it and drives him forward and knocks him down. Slides in the bar on the way. Again, making a bicep. Palm to him. Reaches out and grabs the hand. Drives him over the top. Walks around the head. Taking him to his back and keeping him from slipping through. And there's a fall. Okay? Coming back one more time. We're going to show the next technique. Two good combinations of moves out of the same breakdown. And this was a half Nelson. A great move. Knocks him down. Tom starts to come up. So Ed drives in a deep half. And right here, drives him right over the top of the head and drives it forward. Go ahead and drive it forward a little bit more. There it is. And now he sinks it in deep. And this is a key element in pinning the guy. He drops his chest back right here. Okay? From there, he sucks the head up tight. Look at the twist he's got in the back and settles it down for the fall. Good head pressure, good chest pressure. This match is over. Okay? One more time, because we like to see Tom on his back. Knocks him forward, chops the arm, digs in a deep half right here, drives it. As he gets to a certain point right there, balance point, he sucks in the chest and ends up pinning him right here, pins him chest to chest. Great move in wrestling. And that's it for Inside Moves.
Placing third in the Easterns, his junior year placing second in the Easterns. Since that point in time, he's really expanded his expertise in the technical areas. This has been largely due to his hard work, paying attention to all the minor details, and competing in several freestyle tournaments, including the Olympic Sports Festival last summer. I think that style change and the expansion of technical